A Nerve-Wracking Experience by Lily Pinwielder. Read by Niche-lle. Chapter 2. As it turns out, the new recruits don't take much convincing at all. Ooh! Toga's eyes shine with manic glee. If we're going to do this, then we need vigilante names. I call Mystique. I already have a vigilante name, Dobby smirks, Staples pulling at the action. But if Krusty over there is taking requests, then I vote for Caveman. Excuse me? Shigaraki hisses, gloved fingers tapping at his neck in obvious agitation. Yeah, it's got a nod to your quirk and your overall appearance, Caveman. Ha ha, very funny, Shigaraki snaps. For your information, I already have a name in mind. I'm Ash. He spins suddenly to point a finger of each finger at Dobby and Spinner. And for my starter, I choose Charizard. Dobby groans and facepalms while Spinner shoots back a, Charizard isn't even a starter, it's a level 36 evolution of Charmander. Shigaraki's face pulls into a wide grin. You, I like you. Dobby sighs. Nerds. I'm surrounded by nerds. Well, now that that's settled, check out the costumes I ordered. There's a sudden sound of a throat clearing and a drinking glass being cleaned aggressively. Ah, Kurogiri ordered. Anyway. A box is heaved onto the table, and Shigaraki pulls out a plain hooded jumpsuit, belt, and gloves, all in the same shade of black. Toga pouts, a finger on her chin. Aw, I was hoping for something a little more red. Shigaraki rolls his eyes and throws her a jumpsuit the color of blood. As one, the other occupants of the room clap their hands over their ears as she lets out a squeal of delight. The fuck is this? Dobby asks once the shriek has ended, lip curled in disgust as he pulls something from the box. Oh, that, Shigaraki shrugs, mock casual. A visor, goes over the eyes. I know that, dumbass. Why is it yellow? Ah. One of Shigaraki's fingers drags down his neck before he pulls it back to stare at it as if it just realized he's wearing gloves. It hides the real color of our eyes, makes it harder to find out what we look like. Yeah? He nods as if he just managed to convince himself. Also, the color is technically called gold. Just saying. Dobby narrows his eyes but yanks out a gray and white fabric next. And this? Oh, that one's cool. It's a sleeveless turtleneck you can wear under your jumpsuit that can be pulled up over your mouth and nose like a ninja. Uh-huh. And it's this exact color because... Shigaraki steeples his gloved fingers together. It was cheaper. Oh really, Dobby smirks, because all put together, the picture I'm coming up with is... A portal opens beside him, Kurogiri's hand passing through to hold out a shot glass of something. Dobby snatches it instantly. Never mind. Why are the boots red, though? Spinner mutters. No one answers him. Dobby stalks up to the bar and slams his now empty glass down. I'm not wearing that, he grumbles to Kurogiri. Do not worry, neither am I. Okay, League. Now that we've covered mission statement and costumes, it's time to plan our first target. For no particular reason, I propose Endeavor. Dobby's lip curls. Back off to Caveman. Endeavor's mine. Make me, Staple Boy. Kurogiri sighs. We're going to need more members. Behind him, Shigaraki and Dobby settle their differences with an arm wrestle, and Kurogiri doesn't have to remind them not to use their quirks. Things are looking up. Shota Izawa has the news playing while he's grading papers, only half listening to the report. Sources say the official Ash's theme, a song best described as a boss battle type of music most commonly found in video games and anime, has been dominating the charts since the Vigilante's recent debut. Ash's theme starts playing whenever the Vigilante is about to show up to a fight, even when said fight is in a deserted alley or a crowded shopping mall. Some villains and criminals have been reported as running away at the sound of the opening riff, though apparently none of them get very far, and the song is only growing in popularity in the days since Ash's first appearance. The creator of the song, amateur pianist Odin Ch.2, says the song was commissioned from a stranger, that she now realized to be the Vigilante before he actually done anything illegal, though he was clearly already making plans. Odina maintains that while Ash has unlimited free use of the song, only she receives royalties as per their agreement, and as such she has not done anything wrong. When asked about the assumption that buying the song helps fund Ash's vigilante group, League of Vigilantes, or LOV for short, Odina shrugged and said she doesn't know where the rumors started, but she and her bank account are not complaining. We go now to our on-the-ground reporter, Uzi Meto, for our latest scoop. Uzi? Thanks, Saya. While it's unclear how the Vigilante manages to transport his giant speakers to play his theme song before arriving, one thing is for sure, the people love it. I just can't describe the feeling, hearing the opening note and knowing that someone is here to help me. It's honestly a little bit like All Might's I Am Here, you know? The song starts playing and you just relax because you know you're safe now. And what about the fact that he's a vigilante and is therefore clearly breaking the law? Well, I don't mean to be rude, but he saved me. The heroes didn't even arrive until much later, and they were more interested in chasing down Ash than asking if I was okay. You want to talk law? How about the fact that Ash's theme keeps disappearing off music streams? I follow the creator on Twitter. I know she's in the middle of suing since it isn't her fault a vigilante is using her song. What about that law, huh? Young man, forgive an old lady's musings, but perhaps if the heroes didn't want him doing their jobs for them, they should be better than him at doing it. A hesitant knock comes to Shota's door, and with a sigh he lowers the volume and goes to open it. Midoriya, is something wrong? The boy shifts on his feet, fingers twisting anxiously together before he takes a deep breath and straightens up. Green eyes flashing with determination meet Shota's stare head on. Sensei, I was wondering about the official stance on vigilantes. I noticed that some heroes seem to prioritize catching the vigilante, while others first take the time to check on the civilian and keep the villain subdued till reinforcements or police arrive. So I was just wondering which stance is correct. Shota sighs and rubs his eyes tiredly. Always asking the tough ones, aren't you, Midoriya? It's complicated. A top hero with a group of sidekicks should prioritize the vigilante, leaving the sidekicks to take care of securing the scene, especially if the villain has already been subdued. Likewise with the hero team. Chasing vigilantes should never take the precedence over actual hero work, both because keeping people safe should always be the top priority, as well as to prevent civilians from feeling like the vigilantes care more about their safety than heroes. Arresting the vigilante is worthless if it comes at the cost of civilian life. Ah, okay. And what about working with them directly? Shota pauses, staring down at his student through narrowed eyes. Why do you ask? No reason. The boy flails. I was just thinking if a single hero arrived on a scene of a catastrophe where a vigilante was already working to help people, then wouldn't prioritizing civilian safety mean cooperating together for the duration of the disaster? Midoriya's eyes are wide and gleaming with innocence, but Shota can't help but feel like he's walking into a trap. Yes, he says slowly. A single hero should never try and fight a vigilante head-on anyway, since without a means to assure a peaceful surrender, the hero would need to go all out, as if fighting a villain, which isn't something the public needs to see. Legalities aside, most vigilantes are just people who really wanted to be heroes, so treating them like villains makes us look bad. Ah, okay, so if a kid saw a vigilante, they shouldn't try to take them down either? That feeling from before is back with a vengeance, but Shota still can't figure it out, so it's cautiously that he says, well, most children would be unable to subdue a full-grown vigilante, especially without risking bodily harm, so it would be illogical to even try. Awesome, Midoriya chirps. Thanks, Sensei. And then the kid is skipping down the hall like Shota just removed a great weight from his shoulders. By the time that Shota thinks to call after him, wait, did you meet a vigilante? Midoriya is long gone. He turns back to his apartment just in time for a picture of Ash to pop up on the screen. Am I seeing things, or is that vigilante cosplaying as me? Hello! I finished! I lost track of how many times I had to redo the lines with Shigaraki and the other league members because it just made me laugh so much. I want to thank all y'all for all the supportive comments and being encouraging. I was super nervous when I first started this. Well, leave a comment, tell me what you think. I do have another fic that's lined up to be recorded, so I hope to see y'all then.